Hi, Jess. I'm so happy to see that you're having such a great time at camp. Your videos look like a lot of fun, and it's just great to see that you are so at home and so in your element. Plus, those dragon wings you made are amazing. They look like so much fun to wear, and of course, I love the tie-dye. So today I'm going to talk about why I didn't vlog last week, and I know you already know, Jess, because I told you right away, but this is just sort of something I feel like I have to do, and I'm going to explain a little more later why. So last week I had an idea and everything and was all set to start filming, but my mom had texted me and said she wanted me to call her, so I did. And she told me that my Aunt Liz had passed away that morning. Now, if you don't know who my Aunt Liz is, she married my mom's brother about 10 years before my parents even got married. So, needless to say, I've known her my entire life. Recently, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I knew about it, but it was recent enough that I hadn't seen her since then. And she had just started radiation treatments, but I don't know, something just went wrong in the middle of the night. And as my mom said, she went home to heaven. So it was something that we all knew was a possibility, but certainly not so soon and so suddenly. And so it was a bit of a shock still. So instead of filming a video blog, I sat in here by myself for a while and thought and prayed for a while, and then went to talk to Aaron about it. And I was so thankful that he was here just in the next room. And when I was ready, I knew I could go and talk to him about it and just hug him, which I did. And I so appreciate the solid support that he provided for me that day and in the days that followed. In this past week, there is something that I have not just realized, but sort of re-realized and re-remembered about myself, which is that I am not good at talking about sad things that happen in my life. I'm not good at telling people about it or talking about it. I guess I have a hard time bringing it up and making my friends and family sit in that sad space. I don't want to bring anyone down. It just feels uncomfortable. And it's just something about me that I've noticed. I don't know exactly why, other than what I've said already. I don't know if you remember, but back during high school, my last living grandparent, my dad's mom, who we all loved dearly, passed away. And I didn't know how to talk about it then either, of course. I think I just put something on Facebook so that my friends would all see it and find out that way. And then they would know about it and I wouldn't have to tell them because I just didn't feel comfortable. And now I feel like that's something maybe that I have to overcome. When I decided to make this video, I knew that I wanted to make sure that I wasn't expressing that this is somehow harder for me than it is for her husband and kids. I feel for them so much and I'm still praying for them. But it's still sad, because this was a person that I cared about, that I didn't see all the time, but just sort of was used to having her in my life and seeing her at holiday events and talking to her, hearing her laugh and seeing her smile. And I'm never going to see her again. This side of heaven, anyway, you know what I mean. I do think, however, that she would not want us to stay sad forever because she was just so joyful in her life and whenever I saw her. So instead, I'm going to talk about what I remember about her. She did have this great smile and laugh. I remember that at family gatherings, she was always cheerful and she would swap stories and ask me about myself. She was a terrific baker. All of us in the family know about her good sugar cookies that she would make for every holiday in seasonal shapes, and she would decorate them with good frosting. I definitely always looked forward to those and always had 3 or 4 or 5 at every holiday gathering. And I remember that on Easter, she always made hot cross buns which were raisin buns with frosting crosses painted on them. And sometimes she even made Easter eggs, hard-boiled eggs that she colored in really, really pretty designs. She used to live in Massachusetts, and of course, Erin and I went to Boston for our honeymoon. So last year, I remember that we spent a lot of time talking about it, and it was really fun. So I knew all these things about her, but at the funeral, I learned that there's a lot that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that she did a ton of nonprofit work, or that she made sanctuary decorations for her church. And the funeral was actually at her church, and so it was really cool that we got to see right there hanging in the sanctuary art that she had made and designed. And if it can be said that a funeral was good, it was a good thing. There was certainly lament for our collective loss and tears and prayers, but there was a lot of good remembering and support from family and friends, and a lot of hope. In the end, the minister spoke about, what we had lost, but also the hope that we can have, that she is in a good place. And we are sad that we won't see her again in this life, but she's at peace. What he said is that this is not goodbye forever, but just a see you later, Sister Elizabeth. And there were so many amens to that. And I can't imagine what this experience would be like if I didn't believe that. So if you're watching this and you're scared of dying, or scared of someone you love dying, or you just don't have any hope in your life, talk to me about it, please. Let me share this hope that I have with you. I don't want to make anyone listen to something that they don't want to hear, but if you're interested in hearing it, I so want to talk to you about it. I think that's all I've got for now. Thank you so much if you listened all the way to the end. Thank you for listening to me pour out my heart to you. I think while it can be uncomfortable, and maybe always will be a little bit, to talk about these things, it is good and healthy and helpful. So I'm going to work on that, and maybe you can help keep me accountable. Jess, I love you so much. I'm so happy you're in my life, if I haven't said it enough before, and I will see you on Monday.